I'm Janet Dupree from Engagement Dynamics. On the 14th of August 2020, we launched our unique global Astute Woman events. The 3-hour online function flew by, with deep engagement and short, riveting presentations from an exceptional lineup of speakers. Participants were encouraged and inspired with thought-provoking poetry, performance, art, and music integrated into profound leadership learning conversations. The presentation which follows is a clip from this extraordinary encounter. Angela Mokoena began her career just over 20 years ago with work experience which spans from financial services to executive business education and most recently management consulting. Her focus areas are in change management and adoption, learning strategies and development. She has proven work experience in the design, managing and delivering of high-quality local and international programs, as well as customized offerings for international business schools in the US, UK, and Africa. An academic at heart, Angela holds multiple qualifications, professional courses, and training certificates. During her MBA, she unpacked the MBA qualification as a critical contributor towards career advancement in emerging and developed markets. Thanks, Angela.
Thank you, Janet. I found the most fitting description of self-reflexivity is one which describes it as a superpowered reflection for personal growth, taking you deeper into anything that you become aware of. And then that awareness in change creates new ways of thinking. And I thought that is the perfect theme for me today to share my personal story with you around how I navigated that journey of self-reflexivity as well as resilience. Dealing with unexpected change, I think we've all agreed that the current global pandemic has been an unexpected reminder that you can truly sleep in one world and wake up in a new world, and where in just one moment, normal takes on a completely different face. That moment for me happened in 2019, where between March and July, death had struck our families 5 times. I think losing my little sister was one of the biggest pains that we've had to deal with as a family. And while I was reeling from that, of course, I lost my job as well. And so 2 of my biggest fears had come true in one sweeping strike. That forced me to really look at myself and to really think about how I was going to react. And so that fragility of life and how easily it's lost forced me to have an honest look in the mirror. I had put so much of myself into a place that neither valued me nor appreciated my contribution. And I knew that I had to take action. It was very tough. I didn't know where I was going to start, but what was clear for me, I think, was that I needed to find the strength to get through each day and to somehow, through all of that, find my way back to God. In finding the strength to face each day, I looked to my daughter for inspiration. Every single morning, she wakes up with a smile. So getting her ready for school has always been a pleasure, which is very different. So I would watch her excitement at each new day. And I thought, if I could adapt and take that childlike optimism with me every day, I could face anything really. Having realized how much I'd bought into the narrative that, I wasn't really good enough and I didn't feel worthy, I needed to silence the negativity. I needed to find a way back to believing in myself again. And in doing that, I sought inspiration and hope beyond my own belief system. I was encouraged to join a grief share group, which was quite different in terms of teachings. But what I found there, I found that it was bringing such comfort for me to be able to share my story and be in the company of people who were going through the same journey of grief as I was. And so I willed myself to go beyond my own beliefs. I started to connect with people outside of my network. There was a willingness for me to stretch and grow and to find myself back again. And one of the ways that I did that was personal meditation. And one of the powerful lessons that came from there was that I needed to make peace with uncertainty and just accept the fact that there were some things that were beyond my control and only focus on those. Today is the special occasion. Sometimes, we forget and we put things away. We reserve things for special occasions. I used to do that. I no longer do that because I realized that today is that special occasion. And for me, despite what I'd gone through, giving up was just not an option. Even the strongest of people can go through really, really tough times. But it's really about how you obsess that you are going to come out of it. Learning from the difficult times made me step up in realizing that I am not what happens to me. I am who I choose to become. And that, nothing lasts forever. I began to show gratitude for what was good and right in my world. And I realized that if I tuned into that gratitude, my load became lighter and I was filled with hope to face the day. In learning to be kind to myself, for me, it meant that I had to honor my journey and be my own cheerleader. I used to give myself such a hard time that I wasn't where I needed to be, where I wanted to be. So I had to fight hard to stop comparing myself to other people. I learned the value of surrounding yourself with people that lift you up. You cannot thrive in negativity, in toxic environments, and often it's times to let go of some of those associations that we have that really put us down. And I want to leave you with this thought today, that sometimes in the dark days, sometimes you need to take yourself back to the time when your dreams scared you and hold on to that feeling. For me, it's about embracing that 4-year-old optimism, to smile in the face of uncertainty and to remember that where you are is not who you are, and better days are always around the corner. And finally, endings are also beginnings, and so cling to that hope as well. Thank you.